challenging for me, especially when you're in a program where you love your brothers. And to me, I understood how the older people, especially Chase Ferris, Braxton, all the older guys, how they viewed Michigan. It just made me view them the same way. Like, if that's my brother and that's my family, like, I'm going to side with him all the time. If he views Michigan in a certain way, I guess that's how I should view it. That's how I bought in.
You know, you talked about being more confident along those lines, breaking in a new quarterback. Do you feel more pressure as an offensive line to kind of take the onus off of him a little bit of the pressure off of him?
To be honest, I try not to let any type of pressure get to me. I try to stay as calm as possible. I feel like once you start letting the pressure get to you, you start to get flustered, and you start to get frustrated, and you start making mistakes, unnecessary mistakes. So to me, I just try not to think about it at all and just control what I can control. If I can control what I can control on the field, then everything will take care of itself.
You mentioned Jamarco as someone who helped you along in 2016 when you had your struggles. Is there someone now, as you become a veteran, that maybe is leaning on you for similar advice?
Yeah, I definitely feel like the younger guys in the room, like Wyatt Davis, Therian Mumford, Nick Petit, Josh Myers, I feel like they all look at me in certain situations. And how I look back at it is I got to provide the same examples that Jamarco, Chase Ferris, and Taylor Decker did for me. So that's what I try to do.
What are those examples? What do you want them to take away from you?
Just no matter how tough things get, that there's light at the end of the tunnel. And you may not always see it, but you just always got to put your head down and just keep working hard, and everything will come out the way you want it to be.
One of the guys that's really gone through a lot of stuff over the last few years, alongside you, was Demetrius Knox, and now he's in a position probably to start this fall. What have you seen from Demetrius that's really elevated his game?
His confidence. Coach Meyer talks about that all the time. You give a player confidence, and they'll take off with it. That same that happened to Demetrius Knox. He started a few games, he got his momentum going, and he got that confidence. And now, like, he's a great player. Like, he had a great spring, in my opinion.
Sam, what are your memories of Ed Warinner, and how interesting is it for you to see him at Michigan?
I don't know. I think it's kind of weird seeing him at Michigan because it was just like, you really can't say anything about it because you coached here, but it's like, at the end of the day, he's a great guy. Like, I never had any problems with Ed. I just didn't know him too well because I only spent 1 year with him.
Right.
A lot of the coaches have talked about just your improvement from your sophomore year to junior year. What do you think led to that? Was it just hard work? Was it getting the experience?
It was hard work and getting the experience. I feel like once I got the experience and I got the confidence and I knew what to expect and I knew what was going on, I feel like that helped me play. But a lot of times in 2016, like, I didn't know what to expect. This is my first time doing this, first time being on the road, and a lot of times, like, I didn't know how to handle those situations. And I think the experience is definitely something that helped.
Was there a moment last year where you realized you had made that significant jump, or was it just a gradual progression for you?
It was. I feel like after the Oklahoma game, like, that was the only game I gave up a sack last year, and I just thought back, like, if it was 2016 season and I gave up a sack that game, I would have been pouting for weeks. And when I noticed the growth, when I gave up a sack during Oklahoma, like, I didn't think about it. I didn't get frustrated. I just went back to work and just continued to play just as hard. And that's when I realized, like, I've grown and matured.
You've probably been asked about this, but are you staying at right tackle for sure, or is that still up in the air?
That's still up in the air. I'm not sure yet.